are rolling. Welcome, one and all, to the Maverick Games Podcast. We are back. It has been a really, really, really long time. Last podcast was at GDC in March.
I know. And it's now the end of November.
You might have thought we had died or given up, but no, we persist. Maverick Games persists, and we are back with another podcast. Very, very happy to be here. Very happy to see you all again. I hope you have missed us as much as we have missed you. I am Mike Brown, Creative Director here at Maverick, and joining us on the pod today is...
I'm Ellie Marshall. I'm the Visual Design Director here at Maverick Games.
I'm H, the COO here at Maverick Games.
And I'm Tom Butcher, Exec Producer at Maverick Games.
Well, there we go. Welcome, everybody. First on the track today is the news, the games industry news, and let's kick it off by talking about GTA 6. So recently announced a date change. We did attempt to record a podcast on that day, didn't we? But there was some technical hitches, which ended up meaning it couldn't go out live. So we are back. But this is
too hot to air. That's what they're saying.
that release later as a special edition VHS.
Look out for the bloopers.
My mum had a Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV VHS.
I still got it.
I doubt it. GTA 6. So in news that genuinely does rock the entire games industry, they announced they're moving from May of 2026 into the holiday season of 2026 with a November release date. And that will have led to a meeting of probably every AAA company in the entire industry to discuss, okay, what does this mean for us? Some games will have been that week. They'll have been planning to release that Halo game. They're releasing for the Halo anniversary, which is like 4 days before that, which is a bit unfortunate.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
Thoughts and prayers, because you can't change that date then, can you?
No, that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, guys, what do you think?
It did strike me that I don't think I've ever worked on a 6th iteration of a game, just to get that out of the way. Has anyone else worked on a 6th iteration?
So close and yet so far, Tom.
Were you credited on Motorsport 6?
Oh, okay, there you go. How do you approach a release date for something like the 6th iteration?
I guess you go, is the game finished? Is marketing ready? Let's do that date.
I'm just trying to say, what are you getting at?
By the time we're at the 6th, it is challenging, isn't it?
Isn't it the same as the 4th and the 5th, though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. I mean less the release date and more the actual content of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they operate in a different space to basically every other game studio, right? Like, we aspire to make the best driving game ever made. We aspire to go and win a load of awards. Their goal is to make the best game ever.
Yep.
And that is the thing that they drive towards. I know that Rockstar don't really care about Metacritic, but like they could get like a 98, a 99 Metacritic. They are in that rarefied air of their goal is, okay, is this that we're about to put out the best game ever? Is it still going to be the best game ever in 3-4 years? That is the benchmark they hold themselves to, which I imagine that's pretty difficult.
Well, and when you do move the release date, expectations go up that tiny bit each time, depending how long the move is. And the expectations for something like GTA are always astronomical. And
I mean, they're also chasing their last biggest success, right? Which continues to go on and continues every time they delay, they get a load of new players again, right? So it is. Yeah, it's pretty huge for them.
Yeah,
it's such a powerhouse to move around, though, isn't it? It's like when they move around, the whole industry moves around with them.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I kind of threw that out there earlier, right? That every studio will then go and have a meeting. Like, what does this mean for us? Yeah. Because you obviously cannot release within a few weeks, maybe even a month or so of GTA. That would just be commercial suicide. But there's other factors as well, right? If you were a few months before it might be better to be a few months after it, because that launch week of GTA 6, Sony probably shift an extra 20 million PS5 consoles. And suddenly there's a much bigger install base. All those people probably got just one game with their console and now might go and buy another game month 1, month 2, month 3 after that. So it's been a really long time since our industry has had that type of event release, which we used to get fairly regularly. You had Halo 2, Halo 3, you had obviously the previous GTAs. Those releases that are on the 6 o'clock news where they show people queuing up outside the stores, they inevitably announce that it's the biggest launch in entertainment history. I mean, that obviously isn't even in doubt that this will be the biggest launch in entertainment history.
Yeah.
It's
definitely going to be a moment.
By a factor of probably 2 or 3x, whatever the previous one is.
Yeah.
Is it currently Endgame? Is that the current biggest?
I feel like it was beaten by something.
Well, Avatar did it in total. Avatar: Way of the Water did it for total box office.
Oh, maybe
I think
that's
for like launch period, I think it would be might be Endgame. But this will do like 2, 3, 4 Endgames within the first week.
Which is nuts.
It's crazy.
That is just
crazy.
It's
Moment
huge.
in history.
All right. So as it's been a little while since we've done one of these, there has been other news, and I appreciate this is not hot news, but since our last podcast, Nintendo released a bit of hardware. Congrats, Nintendo. And speaking of, biggest entertainment releases, they are now reporting it is the best-selling console of all time for the period it's been out. Is it 11 million they've done?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's definitely double figures. It's really interesting because obviously in the lead up to that, there was a lot of reports that the hardware had been ready for quite a long time, and for various reasons they pushed the launch date back a bunch of times. If not publicly, then at least their planned launch date, which I think meant that they just had loads of them made, and they weren't having the chips shortages that we've had in recent years. And I just think it's been really plentiful. So although you can go to the shops and buy one easily enough, which is sometimes a sign that it's not done very well in the past, I don't think that's the case here. And it's just, there is a free flowing
like
supply.
the original Switch, do you remember when that came out and it was impossible to get one, wasn't it?
And the Wii and the 3DS.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, all of them.
And I note that we're recording this on the 24th of November, Cyber Monday. It has actually started to sell out.
Has it?
Yeah. There was a few Black Friday
If you're
deals.
listening to this and you go, let's try and go and buy one, apologies.
Yeah, I noticed over the weekend there was a few bundle deals, and it did start to sell out on a few retailers. So I think we might now be in that period in the run up to Christmas where if you were planning on buying a Nintendo Switch 2 for a loved one, then I would not hang about.
You're too late.
You might already be too late, but
yeah.
you're hopefully not, but you will be, I imagine, soon, because the scenario we just described with the Wii and the 3DS and the Switch, where you just could not get them, I think we're a few days away from that.
Yeah, although you say you can't get, you've not been able to get, or you have been able to get them, sorry. But when we get them for our team, we still have a bit of a delay actually getting them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we try Amazon, all the Amazon, John knows all of them. We literally,
there are other retailers available.
We do like
I knew
Amazon.
That's what you were going to say.
There are other retailers, but Amazon is good. You can shop there. Yeah.
But we you can only get 2 at a time.
We're not
and
the
there
BBC.
We're not the BBC. We can endorse things.
You can only get 2 at a time.
Yeah, you can only get 2 at a time, and there is still quite a delay in actually getting them in. So not as much as what the Switch was and the other things, but it's not. It's not.
I just think of those other hardware launches where it's like, Currys have got 5 in stock,
Quick,
and everyone's
go.
getting out to get one.
I remember getting hold of a PlayStation 5 during COVID, and it was like one of those moments where you run out the shop. It's like,
Is it like, I feel like Arnie and Jingle All the Way when you get hold
exactly. There's a bit of a scrap in store.
Now I can replay Last Gen Spider-Man with better graphics. I didn't actually know that about them having held on to the console.
I think that they'd locked the specs quite early on, and not that we had dev kits obviously, but there were studios that had dev kits quite a good period of time before it was available.
Okay, cool. I mean, I guess that might explain as well a pretty decent run of software they've had as well. Obviously, they launched with Mario Kart World. Very quickly, they had Donkey Kong, they've had a Pokemon game, they've got Kirby just come out last week. There's
Metroid in
Mario Tennis,
weeks.
is that as well? Or golf?
I think that's next year, but early next year.
Okay.
But you're right. First party stuff. There's way more than Nintendo usually do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and a load of high profile third parties as well. Seems hopefully will indicate good support from third parties.
But for me, just like the other 10 million that bought it, I still am playing just Mario Kart and haven't bought another game because that's what most people do, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I heard the attach rate for Mario Kart is close to 1-to-1, which is supposed to be expected, but it's kind of interesting because I think the retail price of Mario Kart is like 70 quid, and they have sold exactly as many as they possibly could sell, which is 1-to-1.
But the bundle was quite good value, wasn't it? Because Mario Kart was a high. How much was it? Did it retail for? 70 yeah. So, I think most people were opting for that bundle where they could.
All right. So we've talked about a delay. We've talked about some very good news for Nintendo. I have written on here that we should talk about MindsEye just because it's so fascinating.
It is fascinating, isn't it?
I am completely intrigued by the story of that game. And for those at home, we don't really have any insider information on it beyond what's in the public domain. But
I know we quiz when people come in for interviews from Build a Rocket Boy. We're like, "What's going on?" And they don't tell us anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's really interesting because obviously it's a game that has been will have had a very, very high budget. It's got a very big team, a team with really good credentials. Leslie Benzie's one of the most celebrated game creators of all time, and well, the game wasn't very good. I know I was playing it on the release day, and you were asking me how it was, and I was like, I think this might matter in the 50s.
What did it matter?
And
how generous were you?
I know, I think it was lower than that.
Was it?
And you would have thought I was being just super harsh, as I've been known to be at times. But I was like,
always.
This game is really kind of not finished.
Yeah, I think it was the meta suffered not necessarily always because of creative choices, but just stuff that you were seeing that was obviously you wouldn't see in a shipped game ordinarily. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of difficult decisions there to make at that studio. But yeah,
they've unfortunately made a lot of redundancies, haven't they, as well? So, which is never a nice thing. But when you looked at them when they were starting, you thought it was a sure thing, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a very, very bankable team. And I suppose on a high level concept thing, it's like the game's it's not a bad idea. It just kind of very, I don't even want to say poorly executed. It just felt like it wasn't really finished.
Yeah.
There are elements of it where like mobs of enemies would spawn in and just kind of look at you and just wait for you to shoot them.
Well, that's kind of what I mean when I say decisions you've got to make where I don't think we can fix this in time, or we need to completely rewrite this thing so that it works. And it's really unfortunate because, as you say, there's loads of great talent there. Like some have ended up coming to Maverick, which is great for us, but equally, it is very intriguing in terms of what's transpired.
It is, but it's the damage it does to the industry as well, right? When it's that, I can't even remember exactly how much of investment they had, but
I'm not sure what the public figure is, anyway, but it's the number is very high.
Yeah, but it's the damage it does where other investors look at that and think, oh, this creator can definitely do something great, and then nothing off the back of it, right? It is, it'll take a while for the industry to catch back up, right?
Yeah, and there's only a few investors that can really hit at that budget level as well, because it would have been very, very high. Probably one of the most expensive games ever, I would have thought. Yeah. And there's only really a few people that are willing to go in on that level of investment, and they have had their fingers well and truly burned. So, yeah, as much as GTA might be a lift for the entire industry, MindsEye kind of a bit of a problem for the industry.
Yeah. And I think you touched upon it earlier on, is time, isn't it? You can tell when a game hasn't been finished with all the nuts and crannies that haven't been dealt with. There's been lots of games that have come out like that, where you just see if they had an extra 6 months or an extra 8 months.
Are you thinking about Fast and Furious Crossroads?
Maybe.
For those who don't know at home, Ellie worked on Fast and Furious Crossroads. I imagine not a lot of listeners will have played it, but also very much falls into that camp of game that probably some good ideas here, but this game is very much not finished.
Didn't have the time it needed.
All right, I can see there's one other bit of news that H has put on here, which is to talk about the announce of Forza Horizon 6.
Absolutely. It's your legacy, right? And it's the first time that you guys aren't there to see the launch.
Obviously we have to be quite careful about not getting ourselves in trouble here. So, we might have to edit this bit out. Anyway, moving on from games industry news. Next up is Maverick news.
Maverick news, I know. So it's been a busy year, isn't it? It's been a very busy year.
It's been an insane year.
Busy month.
Do you know what? What we didn't start off by talking about is the fact that in the last podcast, we showed everyone that you'd broken your leg.
Didn't you? Yes, including X-ray images.
X-ray
it is fixed.
It's fixed.
And behold.
I'm not sure how fixed it is, really.
It's a miracle.
Still feeling the swelling there. Don't really have full use of it. But sure, I'm back up on my feet. As much as I love scooting around on wheels, there was a period where I was in a wheelchair for a bit, which was less fun than my usual pastimes. But yes, thank you guys. Yes, I am back and pretty much in one piece. Thanks. We'll do have a permanent metal fixture through the middle of my shin bone.
Better then in some ways.
Yeah, if you like getting touched up at airports, then it's...
It depends who by.
All right, so we won some awards.
We won some awards, yeah. So first one is for third year running.
Hat trick.
Hat trick. We won the Best Place to Work badge again.
Yes.
Which was ace, because that's not any... Oh, sorry, I just whacked your knee.
That part is actually none. So
I don't have like a screaming man sound effect.
Yeah, it's fine.
Quick, the bird.
I actually have no sensation on the side of my leg, so don't worry.
Good job. So on the same day as well, we also won the Diversity Award.
We did.
Which was actually something we wanted right from the start, wasn't it?
It was. It was
that was an important one.
Gone after. And I think we've done it in a way that I think we can feel really good about as well. It's we've never had any like specific diversity policies, anything that specifically pushes towards a more diverse team. Instead, we've just framed our company and framed our voice to be very inclusive, which has led to a point where we have a very diverse team, but in a way that's happened very organically. In a way that
absolutely.
It just feels really natural that it's the right people in the right jobs. And I think I'm going to say, unlike a lot of people where they have that biases in place and they just hire women sometimes because it ticks a box.
We're not box tickers.
We're not box tickers. And
although we did tick the box of winning the award.
We did win that box.
That's a different type of box.
We don't mind that box. Yeah. But the point is, I suppose, the difference here is we don't hire women just because they're women. We hire the right people for the right roles always, right? And that's meant that we do have a really diverse, and not just women. We have non-binary people. We have lots of people of colour. So, it is a very noticeable difference within the team, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
What should we go for next year?
Should we go for the environmental award?
We've
got solar panels.
We got solar panels, I know, and then
very few bins.
Very few bins, yeah. Very few bins. Don't recycle
does
a lot.
That help the environment?
Well, we don't create a lot of waste. I think that's what
with our car park.
But then you look at the car park.
We'd have to
bike to
remove
work.
that from the equation. Or maybe have no cars come one day.
There's a couple of EVs in the car park.
We just need
That's when the Celts are parking on places.
I guess we're mentioning it because we're in it, but we should probably talk a little bit about the new home, office.
Yeah, we've not talked about that.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
It does look amazing. Wow,
Yeah.
this is like the most awesomest office I've ever seen.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks for that.
Still getting to grips with it.
So the bit that you're seeing,
don't worry.
The bit that you're seeing is our all hand space, right, which is actually really nice. You've seen a little bit of it. It means that we can have the whole team in here, although there is still lots of standing space. Can't quite see everyone.
You have to get here on time. Yeah,
I've noticed people arriving to the all hands 15 minutes early to get a seat.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that. I'd rather 15 minutes.
Let's not work out how much time we're losing.
Yeah, just to get a seat. But no, I'm pretty proud of what we've done here. Actually, it is
10 months late, $250,000 over budget. Yeah.
The perfect Grand Designs episode.
I mean, how long were we in the old building for? Was it 3 years?
2 years. 2 years and 10 months.
Was it 2 years and 10 months?
Long stretch.
Yeah.
Long stretch, that.
It was a long stretch.
That was an end of an era.
It was.
A lot happened over there.
Mm-hmm.
It did, and the whole time it looked like total crap.
It did look like total crap.
Yeah,
it felt like we were in the office. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. It did. I've been over there this morning and I tell you, it's really depressing, right? I'm not sure how we did it for that long and how we crammed 140 odd people into that small space.
That's part of our journey.
It is part of our journey. We'll remember that.
Part of the story.
Next pod, we will commit to one, showing the old office and how horrible that was, and also give you a tour of the new office as well, so you can see all of the cool features.
All the Maverick specific features that we've put in, I think
We've got a super cool blank with a blank that you can do with another blank, and then you can put blanks on it and do blanks.
and the blank thing that's up in the blank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's the best.
So you can blank
That's
while you're
the best
blanking.
one.
Yeah, you have to blank.
Arguing with structural engineers all day. I don't care about physics. I care about whether it's cool.
Or the best line: Disney would not accept this.
Walt Disney would not have settled for this. I would have better. So look forward to that on the next episode. We will commit to that. Last episode was in March when we were also in production. We're now, several 6 months, 7 months after that. We are still in production, although we are coming up to the end of it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have an executive producer here to talk to us about that. What does it mean?
Yes.
How are you feeling, Tom? How's it feeling?
Don't ask me that. So, production is the making part of the game. So we've done what it is, how we're going to do it. Now, coming to the end of the making it, the true reality of that is you make it, but there's still a lot of work to do after. Maybe not.
Don't tell the publishers that.
Maybe not pure making, but making it better happens.
Yeah. Iteration.
After
Iteration.
That. But I think we're in a really exciting part of development because we essentially have all of the pieces there for the game, and you can play it end to end.
You can now play end to end, which is a bit of a milestone, really.
Yeah.
And does allow you to get a real kind of sense of it as a game rather than disparate little
collection of stuff.
Collection of stuff, like disparate little bits of content. And sometimes it's quite hard as well when you're reviewing or providing feedback on a thing that, this happens in hour 9 of the game. And it's very difficult to get yourself in the headspace of, okay, what have I seen up to that point? What have I unlocked? What's in my inventory?
And don't look at that giant pink thing in the background.
Don't look at the giant pink square. Giant pink square is actually a city.
Don't look at the blank.
Don't look at the blank. Thank you. It's really exciting because I think we're seeing the little shoots of stuff where if you squint, it starts to look like a finished game in a lot of ways.
I don't think you need to squint that hard.
No, you don't. And it's getting easier. You can squint less and less each week.
It used, as of a month ago, it used to look pretty good, but at an incredibly poor frame rate. Now we have both frames and good visuals at the same time.
That made a huge difference the other day, didn't it? It was just oh my God, it feels like a game.
And I think performance very, very important to, I think, just the game feel. And when you're trying to, obviously visuals are going to take time anyway to come together, but as the visuals come in, often what you can find is performance just taking a nosedive as loads of content gets chucked into the game. And that just makes it really hard to then get game feel and play it and it feel right. So it's something we've had a close eye on pretty much through the whole of development. And luckily I think it's paying dividends now because the game doesn't run like crap.
Yep.
Beep.
Crap.
Okay. It's before the watershed.
You're not at the BBC.
The team's having fun though, aren't they? It feels like there's a real buzz for everything that's going in at the minute. And do you know what I love is the cross-team appreciation for things that they're doing and the love for what each other is doing. I think that's been really cool watching that in development. I think.
Yeah. Also, this part of development as well, like you shouldn't go underestimate it because there's a lot of stress and there's a lot of kind of like problem solving and stuff. And I think, I always think when I look back at game development, I think actually this is some of the best moments because there's so many eureka moments. There's so much problem solving. There's so much kind of collaboration in terms of like, we're going to do this. And then it happens. It happens with a push here and a push there. And then all of a sudden you have this thing and it's just like, okay, we made that.
It's like, to use a really overused phrase, when the rubber meets the road. And it's like, okay, we had two options here, but we've got to go with one. Those decisions that you kick down the road, then they have to happen. So that's exciting as well.
Yeah, I think there's definitely moments as well where I even will feel surprised about how good some of the stuff is. Like for those who don't know, I'm a very confident director. And I like to project confidence on the team. Internally, that confidence might not always be as rock solid as the projection. But there have been times in the last few weeks I've been, bloody hell, that's actually good.
It did work.
Well, yeah, because it's not that you would have shipped it bad, but you might not have shipped it. There are a few things where you'd be thinking, right, what's the plan for this not coming good? You have to remove it and like refactor some bits of the game. But no, those bits have actually landed in a way that's genuinely surprised me in a few cases. So feeling pretty good. The other thing
I think we can say as well though that we had a pretty exciting week last week, didn't we? Can't say what it was. The blank.
A very exciting week that you don't.
But we had a really exciting meeting last week.
We did have a very exciting meeting last week.
When I think the team nailed it.
Yeah,
the team absolutely smashed it out the park, I think, and we're so proud of that. Yeah. All of them.
That was a good day. That was a good day.
Yeah, that was a really complex little production as well, wasn't it? Because there's so many moving parts, so many contributors, so many different elements of the game that needs to get up and running. I guess maybe we edit this out, but I guess we're going to say we had a guest come in.
We had a guest come in,
VIP
a blank came in.
A blank came in to play the game.
Walked on our blank.
Yeah, and that included just an hour plus hands-on where, you are like, oh God, it could crash, something could go wrong. It's like push around at the edges. You might run into bugs.
They also had a tour of the studio, went to people's desks where they showed off bits of that they were working on as well. Again, the team did an amazing job with that.
They did. They really did.
Yeah.
Cool. The other bit I wanted to talk about from production, which is again a little bit in the past now, it was in July, but we completed our full mocap shoot for all of the tier 1 cinematics, which is a real landmark moment for the game, but it more so because of all of the parts that need to be secured prior to that. Obviously you need a cast, you need a script, you need fully understanding of what every single one of those scenes is supposed to look like when finished, so you can go and build out all the mocap stages for it. And again, that is just executed, I won't say perfectly, because the dates of it weren't great. I did have to get up very because of one of the actors who's in the game is very talented, very busy, and only had a very specific window they could shoot, which overlapped with my family holiday in the Caribbean. And so I had to get up at 5 a.m. on the laptop, which I guess, you could. I will not ask you to play a violin for me for having to.
What a shame. Sat in the Caribbean.
I miss water aerobics.
Did you almost get swept away whilst you're away?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I won't tell that story now. I had a broken leg. It was really dangerous.
Don't.
He's like,
sound effect for that.
No, but which again was an undertaking for us, which at that level of complexity we haven't had to deal with before on previous projects, where there was a big substantial script that needs to be locked, understood, needs to be completely consistent, no plot holes. You then need to secure your cast, which I think we're pretty excited about who they are. Some of them genuinely very famous, which then you have to meet them and not get starstruck by them.
That was hard, wasn't it?
It was in some cases, yeah. There was also one of them who, again, was a pretty big name, pulled out the week before the shoot and had to be replaced by somebody else who was even more famous.
To go from what we had to what we got.
Yeah, we'll probably never mention the person who left, just because it's probably, I don't know, we've probably signed some contract which means we can't mention it. But one day we will mention what happened there, because it is a hell of a story, a real kind of rabbit out of the hat moment.
Yeah. Shout out to Jenny. She did a great job.
Jenny did. She did too. That was remarkable.
She was sterling. Yeah.
But being there so it's the first time for me to be present when the cast is there, but to be at the table read. That day was.
Yeah.
I've not even got a word for it. It was the whole day from start to finish was just amazing.
Yeah.
And seeing them gel together the way that they did, it's great.
Yeah, just hearing it in their voices, right? Because you've written it for them, for their voice, but it's their voice in your head, which is the same as their voice going out of them. And they will, of course, have an interpretation for the character. They'll make some choices which might not be the intent of the script, but that's the beauty of actors, and that they can find almost better ways to tell your story than you intended, which is, I guess, what we saw on the table read. Yeah, it was amazing. We've got footage of that.
We do. Yeah,
we'll show that at some point. Obviously, we'll probably announce the game before we show that. But I look forward to that in the future. So next up on our running order is what you've been playing. So I'm going to start with Tom.
Okay. So I've got 2 games. Firstly, I've got Hollow Knight Silksong. Much anticipated. I don't know how many years, 5+ years, but it felt like that was the meme game when every game announce came up or game show came up. It's really good. It's very good. It's kind of like a Metroidvania, really heavy on lore. It's like beautifully animated, like 2D side-on. If you found the first one hard or bounced off it, nothing in here is probably going to change your mind. But they've added a load of kind of layers to the combat, which I think make it really satisfying. There's lots of like player choices you can make, even kind of things that change the animations you do when you do your attacks and what have you. But yeah, really, really good, to the surprise in their one.
Game of the Year contender for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think they announced their first one that sold like 15 million units for a tiny little team. So yeah, this one I think crashed the Xbox store and Steam store when it came out. Yeah, so I'm sure it's done really well for them. But yeah, it's great. It's really good. And the second one is Arc Raiders, which is from Embark Studios, which was founded a while ago by a bunch of like Battlefield veterans.
Yeah, Patrick, wasn't it?
And yeah, I think it's owned by Nexon. They were bought by Nexon at some point. But anyway, yeah, so their new title is kind of like an extraction shooter, which is, I guess, it's the fashionable like multiplayer game at the moment for shooters anyway. It's just executed like so well. It's also quite a like I think impenetrable type of game. I think a lot of people are put off by it because it's quite scary and it's a lot at stake every time you're playing. But weirdly, this one's found a really odd community where when you're playing solo, so just going on your own and potentially anyone is an enemy, people have just been helping each other out, and you often find you'll encounter someone, and rather than just a firefight breaking out, you end up just using the proximity chat to go, "Hey, I'm friendly. Want to help me like escape?" and stuff like that. So it's just got this really weird, nice, friendly community, which you just do not associate with that type of game. But yeah,
does that lead to like turbo trolling by doing that, and then as soon as someone shows you the back, it's like,
well, yeah, I've seen a video of this guy who says, "Hey, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm sorry, but I'll give you a 5-second head start." And you see the other player just like turn and run around the corner, and then he's using proximity chat in like it might be like a Swedish accent, but he's just shouting 5, 4. It's really stressful. Oh, yeah, it's really stressful. Makes for good content though. Yeah, and it's just got this really weird, like, friendly community, and it's excellent.
Nice. That's nice online.
It's and it's doing like really well. I think it's it's been up at the top of the charts.
Community.
I know, in a shooter as well.
Bizarre.
Perish the thought.
So I haven't played it yet, but I did see some headlines about their use of Gen AI. What have they done with it?
So there's been a fair bit of controversy around this. So they use it primarily, I believe. Well, actually, there's two uses. So they've used they have these kind of like robot like spider type things, and they've used it for a lot of like resolving their animations around. So when you've got this uneven terrain, you've got the spider can kind of navigate around it, which I think very cool use of that particular technology. Yeah. And the other one, which they not so much that they haven't been praised for this, is the use of generative voices. They do use real actors who've signed contracts and payment for allowing them to generate lines. And the way I believe it's used in game is, so you've got a kind of pointing system, so you can like, hey, there's a ladder over there, or there's a window there, and the voice just works with like hundreds of objects in the world, and in reality, you probably just wouldn't record lines for all of those, not through any need of necessarily cost, but as much time as anything, and so I think it's quite a smart use as far as uses of that goes, where you've kind of got, because it's like a ruined dystopian world, there's this like junk everywhere, and that can be everything from like household objects to, bits of computer equipment, and there's a voice line for like everyone. So I think in this instance, it works quite elegantly in a place where if they didn't have Gen AI, they probably just wouldn't have done it. And so they've done it because they can with using that.
I mean, obviously I can't speak for every actor, but actors do not love those kind of gigs either, as we know from experience. Right, I'll tell this story actually. So the actor Victoria Gay, who used to play the Santa voice in Forza Horizon, and that voice is not dissimilar to what you're saying actually, where like your route can be set to all number of places. You have to describe every type of road. There are a few thousand lines which are not really acting. You're just kind of reading the lines in sat-nav voice. And she came in to shoot for Forza Horizon 4, wasn't it? And she was like, okay, I've not done a game for a little while. I did have to do this one game where I was just sat there for days on end, just repeating road instructions. And it's like, oh no. That's some bad news, because this is the same thing, but now with a 4 instead of a 3 at the end of it. I guess as much as it's a kind of a murky new territory where the morality of it isn't necessarily fully laid out, it was real actors. They were paid. And
that is the difference, right? If they've got permission and the actors have been paid, and they don't sit there and read out pointless
for days on end that the actors would absolutely not have enjoyed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I don't think it's fully shaken out yet, but I didn't personally think it detracts from the game. In fact, if that is the case, as I suspect that it's a feature that just would have been vastly reduced in scope, then I don't know.
Cool.
I think it's cool.
Tom Butcher, generative AI enthusiast.
Let's go AI.
The joke there is that he is not.
Oh no.
Thank you, Mike.
But yeah, for those confused at home, Tom is something of a skeptic at times. Okay, so Ellie, what have you been playing?
So I have been playing Death Stranding 2. I think the last time I was on the podcast, I was talking about Death Stranding 1. So I think that was a long time
Who's
ago.
the creative director?
Let's not go there. How many
Did that make the cut,
takes?
all of that stuff?
There was a blooper, but I don't think it ever aired.
I don't think it ever aired. No.
Too hot for TV.
No. I want to meet this person.
You don't want him to ever stumble across it.
No. Oh, you were the girl that.
I love the thought that you
pronunciation of my name.
I love that you think he listens to the Maverick Games podcast. That's great.
One day.
I'll send it him. I'll send him an email. So I've been playing Death Stranding 2. I think actually the last time I did the podcast, I may have been playing the remake of Dead Space, potentially. But
It's not about what you were playing a year or so ago.
What are you playing now?
that's the last time I was on this podcast.
Yeah.
I think I've grown a bit older since then.
Welcome
Got a few
back.
more greys.
Are you choosing this moment to complain about that?
Yeah, I was sensing that as well.
I think she's been doing really well on this episode.
If you've enjoyed Ellie on the podcast, chuck it in the comments and then maybe we'll bring her back again.
She made Fast and Furious. So Death Stranding 2. So I'm playing it on my PlayStation 5, the one that I ran out the shop with. But no, I absolutely love it. I think there's I love anything that gives me a sense of emotion. I think because I'm quite an emotional person when I'm playing games, and when something gives me that, I become attached. And that's something what I got out the first one. And when it comes to the music tracks, it's down to the story, the characters, and you really get kind of engaged. And that's what I love about it. And the graphics are amazing.
It just I haven't played the second one, but I remember the first one has those moments where you just like crest a hill, and then
it's
the
beautiful.
swell of a track will start playing, and you're like,
She's lost her.
But yeah, no, I absolutely love it, and I've yet to get absolutely deep into it. But it's one of those games, it'd taken a long time for me to look at a game and actually have a tear in my eye.
It made you cry?
Yeah, I had a tear in my eye.
Because of the beauty or because of the story?
Because of the beauty. Because of the beauty, yeah.
Okay.
And it had been a long time.
Yeah, I love the way, this is true of Death Stranding, but all of Kojima's games really. I love the way they combine like incredibly serious tone, incredible gravitas with just absolute insanity.
Yeah.
and completely like twee bananas. They mesh those things together, and it somehow just like sings because of it.
Yeah.
Like it opens, doesn't it, with that lady who comes to see you to come and go. I have to basically drag you out of retirement. You got to do one last job. Is it Leah Sadu who plays that one? I think.
I think it is.
Yeah, and So she comes and she's like, right, we need you to go on a mission. We need you to go to Mexico. And you're like, and there's an audience like, wow, this game. Mexico is the new location for this game. And wow, it really makes a big deal out of this expedition we're going to have to go on to Mexico and how it's a massive undertaking. You're like, okay, cool.
Like we've been there. Forza Horizon.
And you're thinking, I guess this is going to be at the first act of the game or half the game. We'll be getting to Mexico. And then it exits that cinematic, brings up the map, and you set your route to Mexico. And it actually has like the distance, and it's 800 meters. The distance from where we currently are to go to Mexico is, well, sprintable. Which I think that would have been very knowing. I think when they're writing that, they will have known they were about to like throw in a silly after like the really heavy. So I think there's a very unique flavor to Kojima's games.
Yeah, there is. And you can tell straight away, can't you? But yeah, not quite the leap that Red Dead Redemption had to Mexico.
No. So H, what have you been playing?
So similar to Ellie, I have been playing the second version of what I was playing the last time we did a podcast, which is Power Simulator 2.
That doesn't count. You've always been playing Power Simulator.
Well, no, actually, I completed Power Simulator, the first one, and then I, to fill the gap.
It is completable for those at home.
It is completable. It's fine. It's really good. I bought an actual power wash.
Oh my gosh.
Which I used all of once and then put it back and never used it again.
Was that DLC?
Yeah, I had to create my own. So yeah, number 2, it's really good. It's really good. Actually, it's really good other than they've changed the controls on this Steam Deck, which seems a bit odd, but I've got used to it now. So
I'm sure you can remap that.
Yeah, I bet you can actually. Maybe I should look at that.
Is there any notable kind of changes that you like in the new one?
Well,
any new tools, perhaps?
Yeah, any new.
There is new tools. Although I have to work my way back up to the nozzles that I had on the first one, obviously, because then I had
the real. Is there a law reason as to why you've lost them in transition from the Power Simulator 1 to Power Simulator 2?
It's a whole new game.
It's a whole different person.
You have to work up to them. You have to play and then you buy them because you're
playing the same character in both games.
There's only one character.
Correct.
There's no
character. You're like a person.
It's the same person.
Yeah, it's the same person. You don't. Yeah.
Maybe got robbed. Maybe someone came and took all his power washes.
That could happen. You're right. Yeah. God, it does. Anyway, now because if you obviously you know how much I love also a home building game. You know, with my design home, which I've spent an absolute fortune in. Guess what, guys? I can do that in here.
Does it allow you to microtransact to build a better home?
No.
That saves you.
Well, in game, yeah. I'm not spending £300 on a coffee table now.
Yet.
But yeah. But I've got to go out and earn my keep washing a teapot, which I did. And this time as well, you can also. It has different levels, so. Power wash the outside of a building, and then all of a sudden, when you get to the end and you think there's another level raises up. Inside, cleaned a toilet. I actually cleaned a toilet. I power washed a toilet.
Cool. Recently, I have been playing 2 Point Museum. My journey there is, I guess, mildly interesting. I read last month's Edge, which had that massive feature about Peter Molyneux and had little kind of summaries of all of his games. And I've been a fan of pretty much all of Molyneux's games, perhaps not so much that cube thing, but most of them very, very good. And it gave me a real hunger for a builder game. So I was, first of all, I was playing Theme Park on the DS, which is a not offensive port of Theme Park. Some of the older ones are a little bit tricky to play now. I think the OG PC versions was for DOS, right? So I think it's pretty tricky to get running well on a modern machine. So that then led me to, well, what's a modern game I could play? And I was like, 2 Point, those are always good games, aren't they? All the 2 Point games are good. So jumped into 2 Point Museum, and what a bloody good game that is.
It is very good. It's very good.
Yeah, very, very, very well designed. Very tight game loops, and the pleasant interaction between those loops. So just as one thing's about to hit the satisfaction, it kind of drops you onto the next thing. And just on a really kind of abstract game design level, it's very, very well put together. So I've been really enjoying that.
Yeah, I had a great time with that game, and it just does both the tycoon aspect and also the creative aspect. And games very rarely nail both of those. I think they're often really good at one or the other, but that's got both of them. Like all the tools are really nice. You can make your museum, look how you want. And
have you played it, H?
No, do you know what? I'm just listening, thinking I'd probably
it has a big
this.
interior decor element to it.
I played 2 Point Hospital a little bit because obviously I was at Sega when they acquired those guys, and they are only a little team. They're lovely, so I played a little bit of 2 Point Hospital, but I haven't. I downloaded it.
Yeah, it's really good. I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, I think, and museum as a theme, I kind of thought, I don't know if that's going to be interesting to me, but it is really interesting.
It is interesting because dinosaurs are interesting.
But there's other museums.
I know there's other types. So it's like that like 8-year-old dinosaur enthusiast in me is like, oh, I've gone on expeditions to get dinosaur bones, and that expedition might exist in entirely text format. But nevertheless, it's. But
you could just like really deep dive into this is going to be my Neolithic era section, and it's great. It's really fun. You probably would enjoy it, actually.
I think it would be a bit sweet, actually.
Works well on the Steam Deck as well.
Excellent. I was just about to ask that, so I'll stop playing Power Wash for a little while.
All right, that kind of brings us up to the end of the show. We are going to commit in this pod that we will not be 6 months until the next one. In fact, I'm going to give it 2 weeks. I'm going to say we'll be back with another pod in 2 weeks, and then we'll try and hit a rhythm that feels a bit like 2 weeks for forever.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's the commitment. So we will be back after the Game Awards. Before any headline writers get excited, we are not going to the Game Awards, but
it's just 2 weeks from now.
Well, there's usually fun stories at the Game Awards, so I think that'll give us something to talk about, and that gives us a bit of time to get the office content ready, so we can give you guys a tour of the office. So
there's plenty of blanks.
The blanks will become real. So as per usual, if you enjoyed this episode, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends, tell your mum.
If you've got questions as well, send us some questions, because we could have a question section. Mm-hmm. Questions at maverick-games.com.
Who does that go to?
Me. Yeah.
So also, if you want to email Tom, then you could use that email address to bombard his inbox.
Get some odd stuff through there sometimes. But.
Also, follow us on socials. Usually it comes up if you just type in Maverick Games, but we are at Maverick Games on X or Twitter, _ Maverick Games on Insta, and similarly named on all of the other platforms. So find us there, give us a follow, and you can find out what's going on with us before anybody else. Anything else we need to say?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. All right.
I think we've got to go start working on the next podcast, don't we?
have a good week. And if you're in the States, I guess, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next time. Bye.